Welcome, pilots! Cosmos Cramer is stationed in Deltole in a new Dominix, ready to explore the Yan Jung Relic Site. For an alpha pilot who's only trained into Gallente skills, the Dominix should provide enough defense against the high incoming DPS and tackle frigates found in the Yan Jung Relic Site. It provides an extremely large drone bay, which we've packed with 10 fed Navy ogres and 25 hobgoblins. The large number of hobgoblins will hopefully allow us to blast through lots of tackle frigates, with plenty of room for losing some if need be. This fit gives us a large armor tank with high resists against Serpentis. The cap battery and rechargers give us over 8 minutes of capacitor with the armor repairer and guns running continuously. While the Dominix would normally sport large turrets, I decided to fit medium neutron blasters, as they are able to track tackle frigates. As this is a scouting mission, we're more interested in escaping as quickly as possible if we get into trouble. With the Passkey in our cargo hold, we make our way to the first gate of the Yan Jung Relic Site. I should note that I'm entering the site immediately after downtime, in the hopes that everything will be freshly respawned. The gate to the hidden path. And we land in the midst of a group of Serpentis, presumably giving us a small taste of what's to come. Almost immediately, the 3 tackle frigates tackle us with webifiers and warp disruptors. Looks like we have no choice but to fight our way to the next gate. Having taken care of the frigates, we switch to antimatter ammo and the Fed Navy ogres. Gargoyle Sentinel. In this last point before one enters the site proper, the Yan Jung nation installed a defense system they termed the Gargoyle system. The so-called Gargoyle is surrounded by formidable sentry towers, and it holds the key to the final part of the journey. We see the Gargoyle ahead of us, near the next gate. It's surrounded by an array of both gun and missile batteries, along with a single Serpentis who appears to be slightly lost. We make a beeline for the Gargoyle to see what it might drop. Looks like we found a passkey, presumably used to enter this gate into the relic site itself. With the text saying it's only good for one go, we're going to be patient and collect a handful of them before entering the next room. We head back to station for now. I came back later a few times, collecting 4 of the Gargoyle Passkeys. This will give us room to come back right away in case things get dicey in the relic site and we have to warp out. Relic Site. This vast Yan Jung Relic Site is being picked clean by Serpentis treasure hunters that recently arrived here. But there's a lot of debris and ancient data relays to go through, so there should be enough for everyone, though the Serpentis don't seem all that eager to share. We land directly on top of a small group of Serpentis, including a frigate and battleship. Oh boy, it looks like there are a bunch more frigates in the distance, and they're closing fast. We're ready for the fight, with plenty of hobgoblins and the longer range iron ammo that should track these tackle frigates just fine. With the tackle frigates out of the picture, we focus on thinning out the battleship DPS with our Fed Navy ogres. our drones back in the bay, it looks like the cruisers that didn't start near the entry beacon are slowly making their way back to their original position. So we take the opportunity to destroy these 3 cruisers targeting us. And with just the single battleship on us, and our tank holding fine, we can put our cargo scanner to use on the Yan Jung monuments and crystals. Keeping track of the results for each type of container, we confirm what I posted earlier on the Hacking Containers page on my Gallente Cosmos website. Impaired monuments typically contain silk armor, and sometimes a void machine. Broken monuments typically contain plenary wire, and sometimes a thunderkite. Pulsing crystals typically contain a semiotic theory decryptor, and intact crystals typically contain a trigonometric laws decryptor. In this exploration run, we don't find any of the extremely rare highest tier materials. Alpha characters will have a lot of difficulty hacking these containers, so I come back later on my main character to try my hands at hacking every container once. After dealing with the initial aggression, I tag all the containers in Group 1. Once I complete a container, I'll switch its tag to Group 2. Let the combat hacking begin. Occasionally, we do come across a minigame that's literally impossible to complete. Thankfully, the cans in this site never explode, unlike regular data and relic sites. After hacking every container and dealing with the persistent respawns several times, we take a look at our cargo hold to see what all we collected. In this particular run, we managed to find 2 of the rare top-tier items, a single nanofabric and a single singularity fact sheet, which has the highest market value of the Yan Jung artifacts. And now for a summary of the Yan Jung Relic Site in Deltole. There are 3 rooms in total. The first room, the Hidden Path, is guarded by 3 Serpentis tackle frigates and a group of cruisers. The second room, the Gargoyle Sentinel, is guarded by an array of gun and missile batteries. The Gargoyle itself contains the Gargoyle Passkey, which is needed to continue further into the site. The third room is the main Relic Site, where you'll find a large number of Yan Jung hacking containers with the higher tier Yan Jung materials needed for storyline blueprints. In the next video, we'll return to running Gallente Cosmos missions, with our eyes finally on the level 4 agents. Thank you for watching my Gallente Cosmos mission guide. If you enjoy my content, please let me know in the comments or by subscribing to my channel. The more I'm aware that people are watching, the more likely I'll be to make time to continue producing content. I've also begun creating a parody news series based on the Gallente Cosmos missions. It's called the El Ginto Fake News Network. The first episode is loosely based on the events from the first Gallente mission chain from Part 4 of this series, titled Activist Fuel. Thanks again, and hope to see you back soon.